Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Locker Room podcast. Today, we are going to discuss the state of the Premier League because, as a lot of people like to say, the game is gone.
It has.
You know, you see all the old heads. Paul Scholes is complaining about Michael Carrick managing because they lose one game.
He's an idiot.
Thierry Henry saying, yes, Arsenal are playing really good football, but they're not playing really good football, but they're winning their games. Obviously, Carragher was talking about Arsenal at one point as well. It's been a big talking point for the whole season. Firstly, my first question for you lot is, do we think this is something that's going to continue into next season, or is this just a phase for this year?
Yeah,
Continue.
it will continue.
You think it's going to continue? So do you think every team, well, at least the big teams, next season, they're going to go into it, they're going to look for better set-piece coaches, better set-piece players?
You know
Do
what I
think we're
also
going to start
think about-
signing players based on
It's
set-piece?
been
I know, but I think it goes to your point about how everyone's in a low block and they always keep their form and shape. Set
It's
pieces.
so hard to score now.
Set pieces is the one time where everyone's shape and form is messed up, and
Yeah.
you have to. It's not the normal setup for the
Okay.
team, and so with a change in setup, it's easier to change the way the defense is and score a goal.
My question to you then is, do you think if they were to change the ruling on the corners so there's
But I
less
think-
hustling allowed in the
But
box?
it's easy. You can change
Would-
it quickly. You can bro, as a set piece coach, you can alter the way you take your corners to make quick.
I agree, but that's basically what's made it a hack this season for at least you lot, is the way you are like handling goalkeepers.
We don't even handle the goalkeepers. You just handle the players now.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing.
But-
But it
but-
used to be that I remember
Yeah.
that at one
It's
point in
mad,
the season
bro.
you're like surrounding the goalkeeper.
It's
But
mad.
Now
that's
you're
what I'm saying.
handing players.
Yeah, we got told for that, so now we made a new.
Yeah.
we made
It's
a new
mad,
thing.
but it's allowed.
It's not like we're committing fouls. We're not committing any fouls.
It's
If it's a
jarring.
foul,
It's
if
jarring.
there was a foul, it would be called for. That's the thing.
Yeah,
VAR will change it.
it's all very borderline though. Like I don't even think it was you lot, but I remember it might have been you lot. I remember the other day I saw one player. He had his whole arm around one of the players in the box that was going up for the header, and they couldn't jump, and they didn't call it for a foul either. I'm like, the state of the league's mad if that's running now. But
It's
so
just.
you
It's
lot,
only.
you lot think it's going to continue?
it's only
Are
gonna
we
get-
just going to go into a deeper, darker hole?
It's
No,
only.
no, no,
No,
no,
it's
no.
no. It's only gonna carry on because it's the same way like in business. You're exploiting something.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen games when you're playing a team and you're having loads of possession? You've had
Yeah.
like 10 corners, the other teams had one, and you haven't scored a goal for the corner.
Yeah.
It's only now when people are doing it. We've got a set piece coach. You got one.
We sacked
They got
us,
one.
actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
They
sacked us
sacked
and we
and
started
started
doing better. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tottenham got one before. We had Brentford's one previously.
Okay, but
So-
my point is right. For example,
What?
if like it's aware that there's issues within the corners, how can the defensive team not fix it? How can you not do the same back?
No, that's what's gonna happen.
No, but in terms of like, it's not hard to defend the corner, bro.
You say that.
That's my point.
You say that.
And the
No.
reason why I don't think it's going to go down that hole is because at one point I think these sort of corners are going to be figured out.
How?
These sort of set pieces, they're going to be. There has to be a tactic to figure them out. For
Well, this-
example, they didn't score a corner. They haven't scored any against us. Full stop. But they didn't score any corners or set pieces against us this season. And I thought we did a pretty good job at nullifying it. Granted, I think the reason why we did is because our physicality in the box, at least height-wise, matches theirs pretty well. We've got tall players that are around the same height, and Alisson is a good goalkeeper at the end of the day too.
Yeah.
So I think we dealt with it pretty well.
Also,
I wouldn't be surprised if teams sort of just caught on to how it is to solve it. We just need a blueprint.
okay.
Like,
Once
so
the
the-
blueprint
for
is
example,
found,
See the
my
landscape-
point,
you see
my
the
point
landscape
is,
we had?
so you only get a corner if you're attacking, right? You can't just get a corner for someone thingy. Like,
yeah,
so I think teams will show people less to the byline and more inside. Then, like
yeah.
like we get corners so much because we drive to the byline, try
And,
to cross it in.
and I don't know why teams don't do that already, because moving on to the next point of this video, the state of the league, part of the reason why we are saying it's so bad is because there's a lack of superstars in the league. You're looking around. I saw someone say today on Twitter that they didn't know it's game week 30, and we still don't know who the best player in the league is.
Facts.
Declan Rice.
I don't even think Declan Rice is the best player on your team. I think Gabriel, if anyone, deserves Player of the Year
Okay,
for you this season.
Gabriel, like they're
But then, is Declan Rice the best player? Even if Declan Rice is your PFA,
Yeah.
is he the best player in the league?
But it's not. No, but also it's the fact that those two are great. They're great. I'm not saying they're rubbish or anything. But compare that to Salah's season last year.
Yeah.
But you're comparing. You can't compare the two people because one's a midfielder and one's a phenomenal attacker.
Even compare it to Foden the season before.
But that was all kind of
Sandeep,
stats as well.
no, but
Even
Sandeep-
then compare it to Rodri
No, but I'm
in
not.
that same season.
Do you look at Declan Rice? I think he is on par with the best player? Like, could he be? Could someone say Declan Rice is the best player in the world?
Yes.
Like,
Yes, you can.
is he?
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
And then compared to other
that
players,
categorically better than Declan Rice.
He's-
There are midfielders
No,
that actually are
yeah,
better than
no,
Declan Rice.
technically, yes.
no,
but
Declan Rice
across the whole
is-
season and perform and
No,
the
Sandeep.
longevity and how like consistent he is, I don't think there is.
There's
no.
at least 3 names that are better
Go on.
than him. Harry Kane, Mbappe
I'm
are better
talking
than
about
him.
midfielders.
And Yamal are better than him.
We're talking about midfielders.
No,
No, he's the best player
I
in the
just
world.
that's the point I'm
Yes,
saying.
but
for him, for Declan Rice to
I
be
thought you were talking about midfielders and best in the world.
Sandeep.
No.
Yeah, but
Sandeep,
you
let me-
attackers will always get their
Sandeep,
flowers, bro.
no, let me rephrase my question.
Okay.
I'm saying, for someone to be voted the best player in the Prem
Yes.
this season,
Yeah.
then that means how we view the Premier League.
Okay.
They must be viewed as
Okay.
either the best player in the world
Okay,
or,
I got a question- I
or
got a
one of the
question-
best
I got a
players
question for you.
in the top.
Say
five
Arsenal win the
leagues.
treble and England win the World Cup. Does Declan Rice get the Ballon d'Or? Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's
No, I don't think he does.
Yes, he would.
I think Harry Kane will get it.
yeah, he would.
No, if we win the treble.
Yeah, I still think Harry Kane will
I
get
think
it.
Hurricane would.
Because the likelihood is Bayern probably play you in a final
Yeah.
if you make the final. Because
Yeah.
Bayern's most likely to get out of our side of the
Yeah.
bracket, right? They've won their league.
Yes.
They probably won that other trophy. I don't even know.
Yeah.
And Harry Kane's in the England squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll win the
But
Ballon
then,
d'Or.
Declan Rice would win the Champions League, so it trumps him.
It wouldn't trump him because
would.
then you would just look at the individual. I know they base a lot of it on the Champions League, but I mean, if anyone's winning us that World Cup, we're looking at Bellingham and Harry Kane. So
Anyway,
we're not looking at Declan Rice to win us a World Cup, is what I'm trying to say.
Without Declan Rice, we don't win the World Cup.
Bro,
I agree, but then
It works both ways.
to go
Without Kane, you won't win the World Cup. Without
yeah,
Declan Rice,
but
you
like
won't win the
at the same time, I think without like Guehi, we might not win the World Cup.
No,
you
but-
know, it's
Yeah.
a nothing point.
Yeah.
It's a nothing point what
No.
you're saying.
to go back to the original point, there are too many players. Whether you think players like Foden and Palmer are
Yeah.
world class, there's a different type of conversation. But a few seasons ago, it was like Foden's having a world class season,
Yeah.
Palmer's having a world class season. Saka's numbers have never been amazing, but
Yeah.
you can say, yeah, he's on world class form. Say now it's like what, Thiago, Haaland.
No, Thiago's falling off a
Nah.
cliff, bro.
No, but he's having one of the best
if I'm
seasons.
honest with
Semenyo.
you, based on right now, the players
It's
who I
not
think are
great.
having world class seasons, Declan Rice, Gabriel, and Bruno Fernandes. That's it.
I wouldn't even say Fernandes.
Nah, Bruno Fernandes in the team, given the
Raya
context
is.
of his
This is a
team,
normal Bruno Fernandes.
yeah,
season.
Raya is but it's goalkeeper
This
tactics.
is-
Like goalkeepers are goalkeepers.
No, but
at
his
the end of
saves
the
are
day.
mental.
This is
They
a
are,
normal
but-
Bruno Fernandes season, bro.
Yeah,
But
but no, it's not. He's doing better than he normally does.
It is.
Or
it's a
he's
normal
doing better
season.
than what we've seen recently because he's been under Amorim
He's
and
been
under Ten
unlocked.
Hag.
Okay,
He's been unlocked.
Yeah, he's
I
been
wouldn't
given
s-
the keys again.
I've seen this before. It's not
Reece
crazy.
James, no?
Yeah, but a normal Reece James as well.
I'll
But
say
a
so.
normal Bruno Fernandes is world class.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my
I agree.
point.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then besides
Morgan
that,
Rogers, borderline.
nah, because
It's
I
borderline.
wouldn't give it
It's
to
borderline.
Rodgers.
It's borderline.
It's
It's borderline.
borderline.
It's very borderline.
I don't know.
I
'Cause
think-
if you're giving it to Morgan Rogers, I'll give it to Szoboszlai. I wouldn't give it to him either.
You can't.
Szoboszlai is, if you take into account Champions League, then I would say he's up there.
Would you give it to Pedro?
João
Val?
Pedro?
No.
Yeah. You don't.
World
He-
class, not world class. Sorry.
I'm not saying he's world
That's what
class.
I
No,
said.
what world class season?
Yeah, I think he's
No.
having a great season.
No, it's world class.
He's on the cusp as well.
He's
I
performing very
I
well.
would say he's on the cusp.
I don't know. Well, not world class. He's having
A world class season, yes.
Why so much?
He's on the cusp
Why
of
so much
having a world
disdain
class
in your
season.
voice?
bro.
Just because he's
Okay,
a striker
okay,
and
no,
he's performing
okay,
well.
No. What did we say at the start? For them to have a good season in the Premier League, they need at least 15 Premier League goals for a good season.
He's
Actually, no, he can't be.
What is he on? What is he on? 14 or
14.
something?
Okay, that's
But-
for a good
but
Premier League season.
If we're saying Thiago isn't having a world class season,
Bro,
then we can't.
Thiago,
I never said-
Thiago's
I
on
never
like,
said that.
Thiago's on like 18 or 19,
Yeah.
and he hasn't scored in about. He hasn't scored. He's probably scored like 2 in the last 8-9 games.
No, João Pedro's on world class form
No, he's,
currently.
he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not having a world class season. I'm sorry. There's no way he.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not having a world class.
Okay, do you think he's having? Do you think he's having a good season?
He's having a good season. Yes.
Better than Gyökeres.
Very close, but yes.
You know what? He's having a better season than Gyökeres.
Yes, but it's
Yeah.
very close. It's not like it's a crazy difference right now.
As of recent, it's not very close. Considering how good Gyökeres has been 2026, it's actually
He's only
it's got
scored
a
about-
No,
closer.
João
scored a-
Pedro's done
Yeah,
better. He's
also
done better than Gyökeres.
He's only
in
scored like 2 more
2026.
Premier League goals.
Hmm?
He's only scored like 2 more Premier League goals than him.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
he's played about double
Yeah.
bare
Anyway.
more minutes.
anyway. Do you think it's gonna change next season?
What?
As in more players are going to pick up and start playing well.
Because I think there's a lot of potential.
I think there's a lot of change going to happen.
I think Semenyo is another player also on the cusp of world-class season.
Yeah.
Give Semenyo a full season at City. I don't see why he can't.
I don't think he's going to get there, you know.
What do you mean? You don't think he'll hit the world-class stage?
No.
Even if he doesn't, I think players like Mbeumo will. I think a player like Ekitike will. Shirky will.
Tough time, boy.
Yeah, I mean, even if he doesn't, if Isak comes back and he's the same Isak again, Isak will, because Isak has already done that.
It's a lot of ifs, though, isn't it, man?
Yeah, I mean, it is ifs. We're talking about.
But I think Man City need a new manager. I think Liverpool need a new manager.
Also, Haaland will have a world-class season again
I thought you literally told me you're leaving him in, bro. Now you're leaving him out.
Everyone's leaving him out, bro. I'm leaving him out.
It's gone.
I want to talk to you, because we're talking on this topic. I want to talk to you a lot about the three boys that at one point of their careers were all touted as world class. The Palmer, Saka, Foden debate. Because obviously part of the reason why we think this league has fallen off is because I feel like franchise players for the big six clubs have sort of taken a hit. Haaland, franchise player for City,
that's the best
isn't the same way. Isn't the same anymore. Our franchise player, Mo Salah, is nowhere near the same anymore. Your franchise player is Declan Rice. Everyone has an issue with your franchise player being Declan Rice. I think he's world class. I just think your franchise player cannot be. No, but that's my problem. Your franchise player should be Saka, but it's not.
No, but it's only because this season he's fallen off.
Yeah, but he's fallen off so much to the point where I remember last season we made a clip about me talking about how Saka every season gets better and better, and there's going to be a stage where like he's just got everything in his arsenal, and this year was very underwhelming from him. Bluntly put, he was meant to be a franchise player. This season it has been Declan Rice or Gabriel. It's one or the other.
And now it's going to be Declan Rice, and it's looking like it'll be Declan Rice moving forward.
Yeah, moving forward too.
I just think Saka's had one season where he's had an off season. It's not the end of the world for him, for me.
I don't know, because this is a season where you don't even expect him to have an off season because you're playing well.
I'm looking. He's played I think he's played double the amount of minutes he played last season already.
Has he not been rotated more?
No.
Isn't that the whole reason why you brought in Madueke is to rotate?
No, but I'm talking Saka. Last season he had that mad injury where he hardly played anything.
Oh yeah, but then he's basically playing the amount of minutes a normal player would play then.
Yeah, but I'm trying to say it's a lot of workload for him right now.
Yeah, but he hasn't been good for the whole season.
Yeah, but I agree with that. He's not this season. He's been like there's been games where he's played obviously, but he's not been good enough. And I think everyone knows that, right? But I also without Odegaard, he doesn't have that player with him as much.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's not. I can't say it's just a tactic thing. Because if you want to be a world class player, you got to just be able to do it on your own.
Yeah.
And his output's not the best right now. I understand that, but I still think going forward, he's going to be the player that if we have a dynasty.
Your biggest attacker this season has been Gyökeres, has it not?
Most goals.
As in just biggest attacking presence in general this season has been Gyökeres.
And I think what's difficult with Arsenal is that you're winning, as you say, you're winning games without Saka.
Yeah,
that's
so
the thing now. It's like
anymore.
You don't even need to play him and you'll still win.
He's now just
he's gotten that. The way how he described Saka is how I would say about Palmer. It's very similar.
I think the difference with Palmer is, bro.
I think he's played better than Saka this season, but it's nothing crazy.
Marginal. It's marginal, and also playing better than Saka this season doesn't necessarily mean you've been playing good either.
I think Palmer's had a handful of good games.
Yeah.
Hat-trick against
even
Wolves.
for yesterday.
Napoli. He was good. Yesterday was good. He doesn't have that finish. It reminds me of Salah this season as well. At the start of the season, I thought he's doing similar runs. He's getting the positions. And he's skying it into Rosette, or it's not
the same anymore.
It's not like, he's there, and then he's just getting it. Palmer's been poor.
Yeah,
he's been off it.
There's talks on him carrying an injury, and he should be taking like an operation.
He's been injured for a while. That's the thing. You could keep saying he's injured, but then sometimes you just have to admit that the performances aren't that good.
Great, innit? And also, I don't know what it is with him, because like you can play him on the right, you play him in the middle, and regardless of where you play him now, he's still looking pretty much the same. Whereas before, I always thought it was a positional issue with him. And then Foden, obviously, as we know, isn't getting minutes. So I'm looking at the big six. The only franchise player that's playing to his standard is Bruno Fernandes. So I'm looking at the league and I'm thinking, especially when you compare it. Let's say we were to do like a combined 11 with the Premier League and La Liga right now.
Yeah.
Do you think we get majority of the players?
But I don't think we ever used to even like.
Never.
Do you not think last year we would have gotten majority of the players?
Only time was
No.
probably in like the 2000s, bro.
If we were to do it,
Never.
if we were to do it really quickly, in goal,
Quartile.
it would be Courtois or it would be I always forget his name.
Donnarumma.
Juan Garcia. I'd have Juan Garcia,
No.
the Barcelona keeper.
I would have Donnarumma. would have,
But either way, Courtois is fine.
Courtois
And then
a
left
shout.
back, it would be
I can't lie.
Cucurella.
I'll probably give it to Cucurella.
It would probably be Cucurella. Centre backs would be both Arsenal boys for me.
Yeah.
So it'd be Saliba, Gabriel.
Yeah.
Right back would be who?
Trent. James.
It's not being Trent. Yeah,
James
it'll be James.
James Okunde.
It'll be James. So we actually get the back line.
Yeah.
But I think our issue is
Going forward.
the star players are in the midfield and the attack. And then you look at the midfield and attack.
It's Declan Rice and
And then the rest is
the
La
rest
Liga,
is
right?
them.
Valverde, Pedri,
The rest is them.
Yamal, Mbappe.
And you got to fit Haaland in there. That's it.
No, I don't.
You don't get Haaland in there. You
don't
put
get
Mbappe
Haaland.
there.
Yeah, you put Mbappe.
I think you have to fit Haaland in there.
You don't fit Haaland.
Then the rest.
You-
Then the rest is that.
No.
because you don't fit Haaland in because Vinny's been really good this season. So then Vinny would take the left wing. So Mbappe can't play left wing anymore. He has to be a striker.
And then Yamal.
And then right wing is Yamal.
Yeah.
So they got, and also it's not even just that, they capitalize the best players in the world too. They got Yamal and Mbappe in their team.
Yeah.
They got like players like Bellingham, Pedri,
Firmine, you know. Firmine's good as
Firmine.
well.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's not enough players in the league that just wow me anymore.
No, but you know, this,
Not at all.
I think they have the ability. They just never show up in the biggest games. Like
Yeah,
I
agree.
I
2
can.
p.m. kickoffs, 3 p.m.
rare,
kickoffs.
it's
are
I
there.
can.
It's so rare.
Yamal, like 3 times a month, he's doing something mental.
Yeah.
And Mbappe, every game he's got something going.
Yeah, it's like my biggest criticism of Ekitike right now is like I've seen you do it on 3 p.m. against Bournemouth. Every big game we played, Ekitike goes high
But I look
every
at, for
time.
example, like Valverde. Everyone like no one rates him too highly, but he does it in the biggest moments.
I don't
Yeah.
get why though. He's
I
really
think
good.
Valverde.
Even I'll have Julian Alvarez in that squad. He's been so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would actually have Alvarez over Haaland this season.
Yeah. Like
Shame.
look at this. Like even Soloff, bro, he gets goals and he's their third striker.
And then you look at it. Do we even beat PSG in a combined 11? Just PSG alone?
No,
I don't think we do.
no. We take the goalkeeper. They get the right back.
Yeah, they get the
We-
left back.
We get the centre backs.
They get the midfield besides Declan Rice.
Yeah. They get the right winger.
And they get the right winger, the left winger, and they get the striker.
Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole collective Premier League
That's
does not
true.
beat PSG in a combined 11. So yeah, I think it shows a lot where the league's going at. I just hope the players like the Shirkies, the Ekitikes, the João Pedros, those sort of players, they push us into a new generation where we look back at it and we don't have to look back at like Salah, Hazard, these man and think what a time that was.
Yeah.
And we miss it, you know.
That's
we
how,
don't, we
that's
don't-
how I feel.
like, I don't want to talk to my kid 10 years down the
Yeah.
line and say, yeah, the league was so boring now, but boy, if you were there for Hazard and Salah.
But also, I think it's because it sounds dumb, but it's more of a team game now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's more.
It's not like
the Premier League's more a product now.
it's not like Hazard. You're the main guy. You
Yeah.
don't have to defend too much. You do whatever you want to do, and
Yeah.
great. It's the same with Arsenal. Like you're not banking on Saka's brilliance to get you
Yeah.
through.
All right, cool. We're gonna wrap it up there, guys. Comment down below if you agree or disagree with what we were saying, and like the video if you like it. Subscribe to stay tuned in for us posting again, and we'll see you next time.